All right, in this video we're going to talk about sets using what's called the roster method. Just a note about the roster method, typically it's just used with finite sets, and by finite we just mean countable. So if we look at this set that's given down here, for example, this says that D is an element of the set -7, -3, 0, and 5. So in other words, this set contains 4 elements, and D is one of those elements. So let's put this down here. We have 4 elements, and we're saying that D is one of the elements of the set. So again, D belongs to the set that's listed here. So if we wanted to graph this set here, we could. D could be -7. It could be -3, it could be 0, and it could be 5. So D is one of these 4 elements. So in example 1, they want to know, find the D values that are greater than -5. Well, in order for a number to be greater than another, it must be to the right of that number on the number line. So if we're at -5, they want the D values that are greater than -5. Well, the D values are -3, 0, and 5 that are to the right of -5. So we use the roster method just to list those numbers, or those values. -3, 0, and 5. And once again, those are used using the curly braces like that. Notice that -7 is not to the right of -5, therefore it's less than -5. In example 2, they want us to find negative D. Well, if D is one of the 4 values, -7, -3, 0, and 5, the opposite of those values would be -7, the opposite of -7, which is 7. The opposite of -3 would be 3. 0 is a neutral number, so the opposite of 0 is still 0. Then the opposite of 5 would be -5. So all we had to do to find negative D is to change the values, or the signs, if you will, in the given set. Now typically we write them in order from smallest to largest, so let me just go ahead and rearrange these. -5, 0, 3, and 7. So once again, the roster method typically uses a finite or a countable number of values in a given set, and we use the curly braces to identify the given roster.